Hello everyone, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss any future messages. Today I have something special to share, and remember, only take in what feels right for you. First, I want to share some exciting news. Starting in May, I'll be offering one-on-one mentorship sessions. Many of you have reached out asking for guidance, so I'm thrilled to offer this opportunity. These sessions will be personalized, focusing on your growth and journey. For now, there will be just 2 spots open as I want to keep it focused and give each of you the best possible experience. If you're interested, stay tuned for more details on how to book a session. Now, let's dive into today's message. This one goes out to those of you who are in a time of personal growth and self discovery. Your ancestors and spiritual guides are supporting you as you prepare for a new stage in your life. Right now, you may feel like you're not fully settled or grounded, and that's okay. It's part of the process, a bit like being in a construction zone for your soul. You're building inner strength, spiritual stability, and a deeper understanding of yourself. Sometimes this journey can feel uncomfortable. You may want to rush ahead and get through it as quickly as possible. But your ancestors have an important message: go slow, be patient, and don't try to skip any steps. This stage is all about learning, growing, and taking the time to really absorb what's happening within you. Maybe in the past you rushed into things, whether it was relationships, jobs, or big decisions without taking the time to think them through. That might have led to mistakes or situations that didn't turn out as expected. This time you're being encouraged to go about things differently. For some of you, this phase of life may come with a lot of alone time. This solitude isn't a punishment or a problem, it's actually a gift. Being alone is allowing you to recharge and gather strength for the next steps. It's a chance to turn inward, away from the noise and rush of daily life. Your soul is craving peace, a calm space where it can grow without distractions. This quiet time is helping you build the inner strength you'll need for the journey ahead. If spending time alone feels strange or uncomfortable, that's understandable. Many of us are used to staying busy, always surrounded by people, noise, and activities. But right now, your ancestors want you to get comfortable with this calm. This is a time to listen to your inner voice, to hear what your soul is trying to say. It's a chance to find peace within yourself, away from outside pressures. During this time, you may also find that some parts of your life no longer feel like they fit. Maybe there are old habits, beliefs, or even relationships that don't feel supportive anymore. This is your opportunity to step back and ask, is this truly what I want? Is this truly helping me grow? If the answer is no, it may be time to let go of those things. This process can be difficult, but it's also freeing. Letting go of what doesn't serve you opens up space for new growth, new ideas, and new connections that align with who you are becoming. You might also notice that certain signs or symbols keep appearing around you. Maybe you're seeing repeating numbers like 707 or 1010. These numbers are messages, little signals that you're on the right path. They're reminders from the universe and your ancestors that you are supported and guided. Sometimes specific angels like Archangel Gabriel may also come through with a message to help bring clarity or peace. Pay attention to any dreams or symbols that stand out to you. They're often carrying important guidance. For some of you, this journey may mean reevaluating the path you've taken so far. Maybe you've followed others' footsteps or tried to fit into expectations that weren't truly yours. Now you're being encouraged to explore what feels genuine and right for you. This is a chance to start fresh, to get back in touch with what makes you feel alive and purposeful. This time is about building a deep sense of self love and embracing the purpose that feels aligned with your soul. You're not alone in this process. Many people are going through similar journeys, asking the same questions and finding their true paths. This spiritual journey is about understanding your purpose here on earth and discovering what truly fulfills you. You're being guided to make choices that feel authentic, to step into your true role, and to let your soul lead the way. If you're feeling held back by old habits or connections, this is your sign to release them. Let go of what drains your energy or keeps you feeling stuck. This might mean distancing yourself from certain people or situations that don't bring you peace. Focus on things that uplift and energize you and release what feels heavy or restrictive. This is your time to start fresh, to create a life that aligns with who you truly are. Throughout this journey, there will be moments of challenge and doubt, but there will also be moments of deep insight and joy. The more you trust yourself and your intuition, the clearer your path will become. Embrace this process, even if it feels slow or unfamiliar. Remember, growth takes time. Flowers don't bloom overnight, they take time, sunlight, and care to grow strong and beautiful. You too are growing into your fullest self step by step. In the coming days and weeks, give yourself permission to slow down and reflect. Make time for quiet moments, for journaling, for connecting with nature. These simple actions can help you tune into your inner wisdom and find answers to questions that have been lingering in your mind. Trust that you have the strength to navigate this journey, even when the way forward isn't clear. If you're feeling guided to let go of certain beliefs or routines, trust that it's all part of the process. Letting go doesn't mean losing something, it means creating space for what's meant to come. This is your time to release any old patterns that keep you small and embrace the possibilities of who you can become. Remember, you're deeply supported on this path. Your ancestors, spirit guides, and angels are walking with you every step of the way. They are cheering you on, reminding you of your strength, and sending you signs to guide you. Keep an open heart and stay curious about the journey. This phase of growth is leading you to a deeper understanding of yourself, your purpose, and your unique role in the world. So take this journey one day at a time. Celebrate the small steps, be kind to yourself, and know that you are right where you're meant to be. Embrace this fresh start is your time to shine. Thank you so much for sharing your message. It's clear, meaningful, and easy to understand. By focusing on letting go of attachments, finding purpose, and embracing a higher calling, you've really touched on some deep and powerful ideas. I'd be happy to help make any parts even simpler, add more details, or highlight specific points, whatever would make it more effective for your audience. Let's dive into each theme to see why it resonates so well. First, let's talk about letting go of attachments. This concept is central to many philosophies and beliefs. The idea is simple. We often hold on to things, whether they're people, ideas, or material possessions. Over time, these attachments can start to weigh us down, affecting our happiness and peace of mind. For example, holding on tightly to past mistakes or regrets can prevent us from enjoying the present. When we cling too hard to outcomes we can't control, we feel anxious or frustrated. Letting go doesn't mean we stop caring, rather, it means we learn to release what we can't control. We accept things as they are, which makes room for new experiences and growth. Imagine you're holding a handful of sand. The tighter you squeeze, the more sand slips through your fingers. But if you hold it gently, the sand stays. This is what letting go is like. By holding on to things lightly, we allow them to remain in our lives without suffocating them or ourselves. This is often a lifelong process, learning to let go one step at a time. Next, we have the idea of finding purpose. Purpose is something many people search for, and it often gives life more meaning. Without a sense of purpose, it's easy to feel lost or directionless, like a boat drifting without an anchor. But when you know what drives you, whether it's helping others, creating something beautiful, or building a legacy, you have a clearer path ahead. Purpose can come from big goals or small actions. It doesn't have to be grand to be meaningful. For some, purpose is found in raising a family or supporting their community. For others, it might be in creating art, building a business, or volunteering. Whatever it is, purpose often feels like something that brings a sense of fulfillment and joy. Purpose doesn't always come easily. Sometimes it takes years to find, and that's okay. Life is a journey, and every experience, good or bad, can bring us closer to understanding our purpose. Sometimes it's through challenges and obstacles that we find what we're meant to do. For example, someone who goes through a difficult illness may later feel driven to help others facing similar struggles, or a person who has faced financial difficulties might feel called to teach others about managing money. Our purpose often comes from our experiences, even the hard ones. Finally, there's embracing a higher calling. This idea suggests that there's something bigger than ourselves, a higher purpose or calling that we're here to fulfill. For some, this might be connected to faith or spirituality, feeling that they're part of a greater plan. Others might think of it as making a positive impact on the world or leaving a legacy for future generations. A higher calling can be a deeply personal belief, but it often brings people a sense of peace and motivation. It's the feeling that your life has meaning beyond just personal gain or success. Embracing a higher calling often requires courage because it asks us to step out of our comfort zones. It might mean sacrificing some personal desires or making decisions that feel challenging. But many find that following this calling brings them peace and fulfillment that can't be found anywhere else. Think about someone who feels called to serve others, like a doctor or teacher. They may face long hours, stress, or sacrifices, but they keep going because they believe they're making a difference. Embracing a higher calling often gives us the strength to keep going, even when things are tough. Together, these ideas, letting go of attachments, finding purpose, and embracing a higher calling, create a balanced, fulfilling way to live. When we let go of things we can't control, we make room for growth and new experiences. When we find our purpose, we have a clear direction and motivation. And when we embrace a higher calling, we connect to something greater than ourselves, bringing deeper meaning to our lives. Sometimes people feel that these ideas are hard to put into practice. It's true, these aren't always easy steps to take. Letting go, for instance, can be challenging when it involves something or someone we love. But it helps to remember that letting go doesn't mean forgetting or ignoring. It means learning to live with acceptance and focusing on the present rather than holding on to things that are beyond our control. Small steps like practicing mindfulness or spending time with loved ones can help us develop a more relaxed and peaceful mindset. Finding purpose too can be a journey in itself. If you're unsure about your purpose, try exploring things that interest you or bring you joy. Sometimes our purpose is right in front of us, but it takes time to recognize it. Many people find that reflecting on what they love doing as children or what brings them satisfaction can be clues to their purpose. Volunteer work, hobbies, and creative projects are all great ways to explore what feels meaningful to you. As for embracing a higher calling, it's often about trusting that there's a path meant for you, even if it's not entirely clear yet. For those with a spiritual belief, this might mean connecting to a higher power, praying, or meditating to find guidance. For others, it may mean connecting with nature or spending time in self-reflection. The important thing is to be open to the journey, knowing that life is about growth, learning, and discovering more about ourselves and our purpose. In summary, the message you've shared captures these ideas beautifully. It encourages people to live fully, to appreciate each moment, and to trust in their journey. By letting go, finding purpose, and embracing a higher calling, people can find peace, joy, and a deep sense of fulfillment. Thank you again for such an inspiring message. If there's anything specific you'd like me to add or simplify, just let me know. I'm here to help make this message resonate with as many people as possible. Your ancestors want you to take a moment to pause and focus on your inner growth. They want you to know that blessings are on their way, but first you need to prepare yourself to receive them. If success or wealth arrives too soon, it might become overwhelming or pull you away from your true path. By taking your time, you're building the strength, wisdom, and stability needed to handle the blessings that are meant for you. Think of this period as a way to build a strong foundation so when these blessings arrive, you'll be ready for them. Right now, your ancestors see you moving fast, maybe even rushing towards success or certain goals. They're asking you to slow down and pay attention to the journey, not just the destination. Sometimes when we go too fast, we miss the small lessons along the way. These lessons are important because they help us grow and prepare for bigger responsibilities. Your ancestors want you to grow in a balanced way, not just in one area of life, but in all areas, so that when the time comes, you can handle all that's coming your way. There's also something they want you to notice sometimes. You might find yourself making the same mistakes over and over. This could be a sign that you need to go within and connect more deeply with yourself. Maybe you're facing the same challenges because you haven't fully understood the lesson yet. Your ancestors went through similar struggles in their lives, so they understand what it feels like. They want to guide you through these challenges so you don't have to face them alone. They're here to support you, helping you learn from the past so you can move forward with clarity. Personal growth isn't easy. It often involves looking back at the choices we've made, seeing where we could have done better, and making a conscious decision to change. This path can feel difficult with moments of doubt and struggle, but your ancestors want you to know that if you keep faith and stay close to God, you'll find the strength to keep going. Remember, every challenge you face is a chance to grow and become stronger. Embrace these challenges knowing that they're helping you become the best version of yourself. I think of this journey as a kind of wilderness phase, just like in nature where plants and animals must go through cycles to grow and thrive. You're going through your own cycle of growth. This phase is about preparing you for a larger role, one that requires you to be strong and steady. To get there, you'll need to let go of old beliefs, habits, or behaviors that no longer serve you. These things may have been helpful at one point, but they might be holding you back now. This isn't an easy process, and it's normal to feel uncomfortable or uncertain. But know that this path has been chosen for you with the support of God, your ancestors, and the divine. They're watching over you, cheering you on, and guiding you each step of the way. Um, as you move forward, there will be days that feel challenging, even overwhelming. You might feel like giving up or wonder if all this effort is worth it. During these times, your ancestors encourage you to stay committed to your path and to keep your faith strong. Trust that these tough moments are all part of your journey and that they're helping you get closer to your true self. Psalm 23 is a comforting reminder of this. It speaks about how God walks with us, even when times are hard, guiding us through every valley. With each difficulty, you're learning more about who you truly are and what you're capable of. Along this journey, you may feel a pull to let go of certain people, places, or habits. You might feel the need to spend more time alone, reflecting and listening to your inner voice. This isn't about isolation, it's about making space for what truly matters to you. Sometimes we hold on to things that don't serve us simply because they're familiar, but your soul is calling you to step into something new, something more aligned with who you really are. This process of letting go can be difficult, but it's also freeing. By releasing what doesn't serve you, you're making room for the blessings and purpose that are waiting for you. Your ancestors also want you to recognize that you have a unique purpose. There's a reason you're here, and part of that reason is to teach and inspire others. But before you can fully step into this role, you need to embrace your own journey and discover your true self. Only by knowing and accepting who you are can you genuinely help others. This journey isn't just for you, it's for everyone who will be impacted by your growth and wisdom. When you grow, you create a ripple effect that touches those around you. Letting go of anything that holds you back is an important part of this process. It's like shedding an old skin, leaving behind the parts of yourself that no longer fit who you're becoming. This may feel uncomfortable or even scary at times, but know that it's a necessary step. Your true self is waiting to shine through, and your ancestors want you to feel free to express that. You have insights and wisdom that others need, and by growing into your best self, you'll be able to share these gifts in a way that truly helps others. Trust in the timing of your life. Sometimes we want things to happen quickly, but there's a reason why things unfold when they do. Divine timing is at work in your life, and if you trust in this process, you'll find that everything happens exactly when it's supposed to. Hold on to your faith. Even when things seem uncertain, know that God, your ancestors, and the divine are working behind the scenes, guiding you toward the life you're meant to live. In moments of doubt or confusion, I hope you can return to this message and feel a sense of peace and clarity. Remember that you're not alone in this journey. Your ancestors are with you, guiding and supporting you every step of the way. Each challenge is a chance to grow, to become stronger, and to move closer to your true purpose. You may find yourself drawn to quiet spaces where you can reflect and listen to what your heart is telling you. This inner work is essential, is where real growth happens. Don't ignore these calls from within. Your soul knows the path you're meant to take and is guiding you toward a future where you can fulfill your purpose and inspire others. Take each step with intention, letting go of anything that holds you back. Let your true self emerge and shine. The wisdom and understanding you gain on this journey aren't just for you, they're meant to be shared. You're here to help others, and by embracing your purpose, you'll find that you're capable of making a difference. I hope this message brings you comfort and reassurance. Remember, this journey may have its challenges, but it's also filled with blessings and support from God, your ancestors, and the divine. Stay strong, stay faithful, and know that you're on the right path. Blessings to you as you continue forward.